What you are looking at is stunning footage just taken of Italy's Mount Etna volcano on July 4th, 2024, where towering lava fountains were ejected, reaching heights of 820 feet or 250 meters. However, this footage was only filmed during the early stages of a continuing escalation of volcanic activity that would occur across the next 3.5 hours before reaching a peak at 5:30 p.m., by which time continuous lava fountains had reached heights of a whopping 2,000 feet or 610 meters. As high gas content in the rising magma rapidly expanded, it propelled the molten rock upwards while also fragmenting some of it to such a degree that it created abundant ash particles. These ash particles subsequently rained down across a wide swath of land to the southeast, including in the city of Catania, where a definable dusting of ash was observed in some spots. As the associated eruption plume continued rising into the atmosphere, it eventually reached a height of 15,000 feet or 4,572 meters, drifting towards the southeast over the Mediterranean Sea. Then, after 16 hours, Etna's intense eruptive activity subsided back to lower levels. Thankfully, no one was harmed by this eruption since it occurred far away from populated areas, although the eruption was intense enough to disrupt many flights to the island of Sicily, causing about 90 cancelled flights. What had just occurred, although spectacular, was not too unusual given the nature of Mount Etna. This 967-minute-long eruption sequence represented a so-called paroxysm, which is a relatively short yet violent burst of activity. While Mount Etna can produce as many as 50 or as few as 0 paroxysms in a year, in the case of the paroxysm which just occurred, it marked the first event of its kind since December 1st of last year. While some articles are reporting that this eruption was basaltic in composition, or the same type of lava generally erupted at Hawaii's Kilauea volcano, this is actually incorrect. In recent times, Mount Etna's lavas are both more silica-rich and alkali-rich than this, especially in the element sodium. As a result, the basaltic trachyandesite lavas Etna erupts creates a perfect medium for resulting lava fountains to reach potentially kilometer-tall heights. Any less viscous and you would have weak strombolian eruptive activity with further decreases resulting in purely effusive eruptions, and any more viscous and alkali-rich and the lava would completely fragment into fine ash particles. This might surprise some people, but Etna's magnificent paroxysm, which just ended around 3:15 a.m. early today, was actually on the lower to mid-end of its paroxysms as a whole. At Etna, not all paroxysms are alike, as they either form volcanic eruptions with strong ash emissions that are often associated with pyroclastic flows, a new flank eruption away from the summit, or a series of spectacular lava fountains. Etna began erupting on June 17th, but over time this slowly got stronger and stronger until a large cinder cone was growing in its Voragine crater. On July 3rd, this reached such a high level that a lava flow formed as flows of advancing molten rock cascaded down a steep slope into the interior of the adjacent Bocca Nuovo crater. Due to the pace of this escalation, it was not too surprising that a paroxysm did end up finally occurring. In the upcoming weeks, one of two things could happen. First, more paroxysms might occur, generating more spectacular lava fountains. After all, many recent paroxysms from Etna have occurred within 48 hours of one another. Or there may be another temporary lull or weak eruptive activity which could continue for a few weeks to months. If you would like to request a specific video topic, please leave a comment below. As a final note, I would like to thank my new patron Ellen Horde for supporting this YouTube channel.